If you watch any Fortnite content, it's actually surprising if you don't already know this. But you could use flowberries and the shockwaves to get around the map, and you go pretty far. Unfortunately, this doesn't translate very well into using the grapple, as it does feel kind of clunky at the moment. But in order to do this, what you're going to do is throw down the shockwave and sprint jump, but after you've already used a flowberry. Yeah, so let's try it again. Flowberry, shockwave, sprint jump. If you do it again quickly enough, you can almost get the same distance twice. So, other than running away, getting out of storm, or catching up to a teammate, another practical use for this combo is when you've knocked an enemy, like I do in this clip. They're peeking, we're having a little bit of a sniper battle, and then I hit one for 275 a headshot. Well, obviously they're gonna go for the revive, but not if I can get there first. So flowberry, shockwave, sprint jump, and I'm on my way to the enemies to basically interrupting the revive and winning the fight. Follow for more. In this clip, I really was just minding my own business in Fortnite, driving my trio around, and for some reason, the vehicles in this new chapter run out of gas in like 15 seconds flat, especially if you're using the boost. Now, I have no idea why I had the sudden urge to run down this player that was clearly far into the distance, but I've got my foot on the gas. And what happened next was absolutely hilarious. Now, if you're not familiar with how vehicles work and the new update, when you hit people, they no longer go flying and take massive fall damage.
Oh, I just knocked Omni-Man. Come here, boy.
But they just go straight up in the air and back down, and most of the time this doesn't really end up doing much at all. But this time I hit him twice for some reason, and it was absolutely hilarious.
Man. Come here, boy. Oh, y'all should have seen that.
Also, we're not going to talk about my aim after I knocked this guy.
Bruh.
Good job.
There are so many things you can do with vehicles, but here are just a couple. Now, a Lambo is better for doing this trick, especially because it has the boost. If you bounce off of a launch pad, then use the boost midair, you can travel a pretty far distance. And the best part, getting from high to low ground with a vehicle helps you to avoid fall damage and wasting mats if you're in build mode. I kind of got a little bit out of hand with the dirt bike in this clip. Although, as you can see, it works just fine, even with a passenger in the back seat. But another alternative to using the rocks is if you build a ramp. This is another situation that only works with the Lambo, because if you use the Jeep or the Range Rover, you won't be able to ride up a ramp. It simply phases through it or breaks it entirely. As always, I will reiterate that if you are in build or even in zero build, what you can do is pull up to a reboot van, switch to the passenger seat, and of course in build mode, you can box in from the passenger seat. But in zero builds, you can just reboot from vehicles if you have the right keybinds on mouse and key. If you didn't know this, consider giving me a like and dropping a follow. And yeah, before you ask, you can do it on controller. You're welcome.